Hi guys, it's Mary. Welcome to my face, my Laura Mercier face. If you're up for that and a little all over the place chit chat, just keep watching. This brow pencil, it was in the drawer without its cap, and I've sharpened it, down a little bit to hopefully get to the end of the dryness, but it dried out in the drawer because it's in there without the cap. Anyway, I drug out a bunch of Laura Mercier, so that's what we're going to do today. And I've jotted down some things I wanted to talk to you guys about. I wanted to update you guys and let you know this Natasha Denona palette that I did the video on, right? New makeup, the Hyper palette, it's boxed up here. I went through the trash, okay, to find the box and everything, and I got it because you guys are right. I mean, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I need this to go back. And also because I happen to remember that I ordered a lip liner. I ordered one of her brand new shades in Renee of her lip liner. And yeah, I don't have that. They sent the palette and only the palette. And also I noticed that there was no return packing slip. I think I'm just going to start with this pencil because I kind of really need and want to know, is it dried up? I got my receipt because, of course, if you're going to contact customer service, you need a order number. So I got in there and realized, oh, I forgot. See, this is what happens when you're constantly buying stuff. You forget that you bought something, right? I bought a lip liner from her also, and I never got it. It was not in the package. Only the Hyper palette was in the package. Naturally, I'm going to contact them and say, where's my lip liner? And also, by the way, I don't like this palette and I want to return it. I don't think they're gonna, because I think on their website it says that you have 30 days to return something in the original state it was given to you in. In other words, if you used it, you may as well just go ahead and abuse it, because you are not going to get your money back because it has to be returned to them in new condition. Hello?
That's idiotic!
How do you know that you don't like it if you didn't try it? I mean, just looking at the palette made me think I would like it. Obviously, that got turned around when I actually used it. So I use it and I can't. Now, had I purchased it at Sephora or Ulta or anywhere else that sells Natasha Denona, probably I could return this palette. Maybe not if you are in the UK, but if you're here in the US, yes, you can if you don't like it. And that's a lot of money to not like something. And I'll never order from her website again. Not only does it say that, and I am now aware of it, but they have not answered me. I reached out to them on Instagram and I wrote them at the email that they asked that you write things. We care at natashadenona.com. Well, no, you don't. Because you've not even answered me. It is true that I've been ghosted on Instagram. Don't even bother, I guess, trying to talk to them there. But I did discover the next morning that the reason they hadn't replied to me yet on an email was because it was in the draft folder. I never sent it. So I have been corresponding with them through email, and I will let you know after everything is over how they handled this, because their website, after you read it, does say they won't accept anything back once you open it. So buyer beware. Do you think they're spying on me? Okay, so it's been another day and they finally got back to me on Instagram. Of course, I don't really need it now because it's been taken care of. So update. I took the package to the Walgreens today and it's on its way back to Natasha Denona. And then I'll let you know what happens, because when I read the emails, I was a little bit confused whether or not I'm going to get my money back, whether they're going to take out the shipping from my total. Anyway, here's what I think is supposed to happen. They ought to be refunding this palette to me when they get it, and they are supposed to be mailing out another lip liner. And if that doesn't happen, then I'll let you know, because everybody should know, right? Everybody cares, right? Also, I wanted to show you guys something and see what you think, because I never thought I was going to get to the point where I used to be the person in the family who everybody came to when they didn't understand something technically, like with your phone or whatever. But now I'm the person who's like everybody feels sorry for because they don't get it. So some of you might get this. Okay, we got to take a break here on the makeup just for a second so that I can explain what happened. So I got this text and I saw in the preview of it, and it says, I would need to know a few more details about the property. I'll give and then ... That seems like I've been corresponding with them, right? So I opened it up. And when I opened it up, this is what it says. That looks like I replied. It looks like I said, sure, no problem. I did not. So then we're at the doctor's office, and that number right there begins calling my phone in rapid succession. I keep hitting go to voicemail, go to voicemail, go to voicemail. It just keeps calling, calling, calling. Finally, I opened it and blocked the number. Now, obviously, this is some kind of a spoof, right? But what I want to know is, how did they do that? How did they send me a text and reply like they were me? The first time I heard of this was this. Now, I hear tell, and I don't know if this is true, but I hear tell that since I opened it, okay, that's what triggered the calling of me. And of course, the plan would somehow be to get me to give information, which I wouldn't do. I find that very disturbing, and I would really, really love to know if you guys know what in the heck. Oh my gosh, look at my brows.
I have to tell her.
Why? I think someone's gonna notice.
Don't worry, she can fix it.
I'm just gonna be using some caviar sticks, and I gotta tell you, where it comes to Laura Mercier here, I am on their PR list. So a lot of stuff comes to me from them, but I also purchase from this brand. So like, for example, I have 3 things of powder in there and this, and I purchased this. I have it in the compact that I purchased too, but they also sent me one. So even though I'm pretty sure I bought this, and you know, there's different things here I'm looking at and going, I know I bought this bronzer and stuff, I may not know. So let's just blanket it by saying that it could be that they sent it to me. As I turn my face, you may notice that I have a nice little cut right there. That would be from this straight razor, because I cut myself shaving this morning. So we will be avoiding that when we do the makeup here. When my son came in here to tell me what skincare he was almost out of and what I should reorder for him, he's going, like, what happened to your face? And I go, oh, I cut myself shaving. He's like, what? Then I went out there and I said something, and I had got the same reaction from Shy Guy, who I'm almost sure knows that I shave. That got me thinking maybe I should do a video that is tips and tricks, you know, why I do certain things or whatever. You know, I tend to think, oh, I don't need to do a tips and tricks video because I'm constantly telling you guys. But, you know, things I do that I never tell you, or things I've learned here on YouTube, you know, just a collection of tips and tricks. If you would like to see that video, give me a thumbs up on this video. You're gonna vote today with your thumbs ups. I also want to give you guys thanks for your prayers. God is good. Jesus, the great healer, is healing, getting better every day in this household. At an earlier time, I told you, it's not my story to tell, but I asked you for prayers, and you guys gave me those prayers. And you've been letting me know that you're continually praying, and sometimes you're not going to get more than 1 video a week because I don't have time, because we've been running all around to doctors and stuff. But suffice it to say that it was pretty scary there for a little bit. I mean, I don't know how to tell all of this without telling things that I've been asked not to tell. Okay, I'm just going to tell you what Shy Guy.
You know I can't keep a secret.
Seriously, he's a very much more private person than me, so I can't get into the details. You guys know that, you know, if I have a stomach ache or diarrhea or whatever, I'll come up here and tell you. But that's me. That's my story. I'm pretty much an open book, unless what I have to say is going to hurt somebody that I love. So I just want to say thank you for your prayers. They're working. Praise Jesus. So happy that I know him and that I have the ability to call on his healing. See, this is starting to dry up because they're just sitting in a drawer. If you're going to buy a cream product, dedicate yourself to use it once in a while anyway, you know, so that it doesn't dry up and you waste your money. Let's do this one. This one I think is Intense Moonlight. I have Moonlight too, but this is just, well, as the name suggests, more intense. And I just love that sparkle on my lids. Okay, I love shimmer. Don't like sparkly glitter falling out everywhere. I know you guys know this by now, but I just want to put some of this on here and make it look shimmery. What have you guys been up to? Have you watched any good movies lately? I've been watching a lot of faith and spirituality movies on Tubi and Freevee. And oh, also let me know if you guys know, is Amazon really going to get rid of Freevee? Because now, you know, they've made their whole service pretty much, if you don't pay them, you have to watch ads. We all knew that was coming eventually, right? But in any case, that kind of takes away the need for Freevee, right? Anyway, I've been watching a lot of spirituality sections, okay? And we've been watching a lot. I mean, gosh darn, you need a break from the world, right? What in the heck? Our world, oh. So I've been watching a few things there, and you know, some of them are kind of hokey, you can tell, like any other low budget film, but there's some that have been really good on there. If you guys know of any that are really good, let me know about them. I'll let you guys know about one. I bought it, okay, because I thought, Mary, it's $14.99. You give that for eyeshadow. But I had stopped buying videos because I looked at it one day and I went, I have over 10,000 songs. And I don't even know hundreds of movies and TV shows and stuff that I have bought over the years that would have been nice if you'd have thought about putting that in retirement.
I never thought about retirement.
I've been cutting back on my services. Like I've taken Netflix down to with ads, Hulu with ads, everything with ads. I should be talking about this makeup. This is Laura Mercier's new Caviar Stick Eyeliners. This one needs sharpened, so we're gonna do that. I'm gonna use this in my waterline because blue, navy against your eyes, your whites of your eyeballs, tends to brighten it up a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna just put that in there. This is a dark brown. I'm just gonna run that up here in the tight line in between my eyelashes. Okay, you guys know, because I've told you before, that I love the Duck Dynasty family, the Robertsons. You know what? I tell people every year I listen to that. It's the first Christmas album that I listen to because it's good and it's fun. But also, that is the only Christmas album that I can think of where somebody actually prays. Right? Can you think of another one where they actually have a prayer on the album? Yeah. If you don't believe me, go listen for yourself. The Duck Dynasty Christmas album, Phil, I think, is praying on it. I liked them before I ever knew they were Christians. I just like Duck Dynasty people. They crack me up. Anyway, I love watching that show. Well, I didn't know it, but they put out a movie. Yes, I know. I can't stand it. I can't just leave well enough alone. I've just really got to sparkle it up. It's like, oh, if you're not getting hit in the face with my eyeshadow, then I'm not satisfied, I guess. But apparently I want more of that. So they made this movie about how it all began, okay? And how Phil comes to be a Christian. And I'm like, wow, that was powerful. And I've told you guys before that I think it's a powerful testimony for Christ. But, you know, I struggle with the do no harm thing. Well, I can tell you some things, and they're pretty powerful too, but I just couldn't share this one story on YouTube. And, you know, to me, that's the big story, and it has nothing to do with being ashamed or scared. Like, I can't tell you this without telling you that, without telling you that. And if I tell you this and that and something else, well, then I have hurt somebody. I mean, it's like, let's not dig that up and rehash it again. Okay, so that kind of thing. I don't necessarily want my testimony to be private because I think we've already established that I'm a motor mouth and I tell everybody everything. So it's not that. You know, I'm going to think on that. There might be a way that I can share that without actually hurting anybody, or at least the day I got saved. I just don't want to hurt people who don't deserve to be hurt. Okay. Anyway, I don't want to give away too much stuff here, but if you love the Duck Dynasty Robinson family, or, you know, even if you don't, if you guys want a good movie, that's a good one. But it's kind of funny because the name of it is The Blind, not The Blind Side, but The Blind, okay? And I was like, oh, I get it. Because I'm thinking it's like a double meaning, right? It's like he was blind and now he sees, right? So the blind. But also, the whole time that this story is being told, they're in the duck blind. They're in the blind. Get it? Whatever. Anyway. The mascara I love from them is Caviar Volume. I love it. I don't have a current tube of it. But even if I did, honestly, I wouldn't open it. Because I've got 14 tubes of mascara open. So we're not going to do that. You want to see a little bit of magic? I know you do. Abracadabra. All right, I did cheat a little bit here off camera because my cobblestone is a little bit drying up. So I got into my palette. You guys know my palette, right? With Sydney Grace, the Blessed palette. You can get it if you don't have it, okay? Just point your camera right there, right there. It'll take you there. And seriously though, if you want it, I have a link below, as well as links to the single. And no, these shadows don't crumble up and fall out of your palette unless you drop it 5 times on the floor. The point is that I took Pita and blended that a little bit in here. And now I think that I'm going to take Emmy After 60 and just kind of darken up the outer corner just a little bit. See, you got to use your creams. If you buy cream products and you don't use them, then, well, they're going to dry up on you. And caviar sticks from Laura Mercier are a very quick, minimal or not, look. And yeah, there you go. Okay, so I said I wasn't going to do that thing. This was sent to me, this I bought. You know, but this was sent to me, this I bought. I remember that. This is the blurring primer, and I like to use it over my pores. So I'm just going to put that on in that area. And we are going to try to avoid that area right there. I'm going to use the illuminating one out here, up high on my cheekbones, and just smack it around a little bit. See, I'm going to use Laura Mercier's brand new concealer. I liked the old one too. And I'm just going to plop it right down here. You know, I would like to go get a sponge. I need to pat this in real quick because I don't want it to just sit there. But if I got any extra, maybe I don't even need that today. Maybe I'll just pat this in because I forgot this was a really nice formula. See, look, that's really nice. I like that. I don't need that. But I will go get a sponge. Maybe for my foundation. I don't know. The foundation I'm kind of wondering about. Don't think that I'm going to use the foundation that goes with this concealer, because while I do like that concealer, I still prefer this foundation. And the reason I'm using it today is because I want to know, should I throw this away? I don't remember what the age of it is. If this is Cameo, I don't think it's been opened more than a year ago. Yeah, that's Cameo. So it should still be okay.
We interrupt this program.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't even have to say it, do I? You guys know what I did, right?
Nincompoop!
I hope with everything I have that I didn't film me putting on my bronzer and my blush and talking about highlighters and the camera be off. But if I did, I'm so sorry. What I used was this bronzer you can't get anymore, which is called Ritual. Okay, I love this. But you could use the regular bronzer and that would be fine. And I used this blush in Chai. So I know, right? I didn't use Sangria. Sangria is my favorite one. And we were just about to do highlighting. Do I want to use this in Rose Gold, or do I want to use the like Catcher powder in Celestial? And I loaded up my buffing brush, which it's not called a buffing brush. It's just a large powder brush. I call it that because this one I use specifically for this. This is going to give me that luminous glow. And then because I have no good sense, no, I just can't stand it, okay? I have to use it all. I'm gonna pop that right there in the middle of my lid. Of all my Laura Mercier liners, this one's my favorite one. It is in Macaroon. It goes good with my favorite Laura Mercier lipstick. And now I'm gonna fill in my mouth because that will make my lipsticks, you know, my lips will be this colored longer if I fill in my mouth. And then here she is. This is Mauve, marvelous in English. That's not what it says in French.
Merveilleux, merveilleux.
I'm gonna do my hair and then I will be back. There, I finished with my Charlotte Tilbury setting spray because I don't like Laura Mercier's setting spray. So there you go. Trying to think, what else? Pretty much everything in their line I love, except for that setting spray. And they need a different sprayer on it, and then maybe I can try it again and let you know. But anyway, I want to let you guys know that you, right there, you are the best part of the Fritzy family. And I wanted to also let you know before I take off, if you're not having a blessed day, it's really easy to get one. Just go be a blessing to somebody else and watch how that makes you feel on the inside. And Lord willing, I'll see you next time. Love you, see ya. Bye. And I'm out.
Guys, I'm back. Don't you love it when YouTubers state the obvious? Hello, here I am again. Label, I'm hunting a mirror. It's right here in my lap. Because I'm an idiot. Some days I'm an idiot. Someday I'll try not to be an idiot. I mean, you guys know if I have diarrhea, I'm going to come tell you. I'll even sing about it. Diarrhea, diarrhea. I sat on the toilet and diarrhea, diarrhea. So, do you want to see some magic? Oh, 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 it's magic. Is that the right song? Abracadabra. I want to reach out and grab you. Abracadabra. You guys remember Tony DeFranco? Remember I used to go, abracadabra. That was stuff in the background. Abracadabra. Alakazam. Something like that. I loved Tony DeFranco. I had his posters on my wall. Maybe we'll do our face makeup like French girls do. Jack, paint me like one of your French girls.
Jack, I want you to draw me like one of your French girls.
Peter! My voice is going out on me.